Hello YouTube, how's everybody doing today? Um, Today I'm gonna let the Light No Fire trailer play in the background while we discuss some stuff about the upcoming game from Hello Games. As y'all know, we've been waiting patiently for some type of update from Hello Games on Light No Fire, and we all know that eventually they're gonna have to speak about the game and systems within the game and how it plays and all this stuff. That's what I kind of wanted to discuss today. What systems could or should they talk about in the next trailer, whenever that is. But this is I want to discuss at least 10 things that I deem important, or that I really want to know about. Right? Not so much important, just I really want to know about them. Now, not everything has to be discussed at once, and probably it's not all going to be discussed at once, depending how far along the game is or how far away from release they are. But maybe you could pick a few things and talk about it. Please remember, these are just my opinion, and you may agree or disagree. Please let me know in the comments. Either way, let's get started. The first thing is combat. Right? Combat in general. Just how does it play? What can you do? Can you roll? Can you block? Can you jump? Can you jump attack? Does it play like the combat in Enshrouded? Or does it play like the combat in Elder Scrolls? Or does it play like the combat in Dark Souls? Very different combats, in my opinion. But, they can all be enjoyable. They're all enjoyable to me. I like them all. I just want to know what type, bows. We've seen a sword swipe and a bow shot, but pretty much that's it. Magic. Is there going to be magic? How's magic going to play? The next thing, number 2, is going to be the types of exploration there's going to be in the game. And by this, I know there's going to be overworld exploration, as we can see it. Maybe even some underwater exploration, as we can see right here. But is there going to be dungeons? Is there going to be underwater dungeons? Are there going to be ancient ruins or destroyed cities or ancient civilizations that we can find if we go out there and explore this Earth-like sized world? What are the kind of things we can find? Number 3 is progression. How is the progression gonna be? Are our characters gonna have stats? Am I going to have, numbered stats? Or is it going to be more like No Man's Sky, where you just upgrade your gear and that's how you get... I don't think you really get stronger in No Man's Sky. You get better gear, and you last a little more, Is that how this is going to work? It's just going to be your armor, your weapons. Or are you actually going to have stats? Are they gonna have levels? Or are you gonna skill up in different equipment, different weapons and stuff, activities? We would like to know more about that. Number 4 is NPCs. Are there gonna be NPCs? We see some rabbits, ogre or something in the trailer, but are there gonna be a lot of this stuff scattered all over? Are NPCs going to have cities already built somewhere in the world? Are we going to be able to find NPCs roaming around? What type of NPCs, right? Are they going to come with us? Companions? Stuff like that. What's up with NPCs? Are there? And along number 5 is along the lines with NPCs is quests or missions, right? Are we gonna go out and do assignments or missions or quests for these NPCs? If there are NPCs, what's the goal of the game, right? What are we trying to do? We're not the heroes, so we're just surviving. So, pretty much that one's real quick. Just quests, missions. Are we gonna do them? Are we not? What types? How are they gonna work? Number 6, survival elements. This is an important one for me. I think it was brought up as a survival kind of game. So what type of survival elements? Are you going to be able to eat, to drink? Are you going to have to eat and drink? Are you going to get cold? Are you going to get hot? I don't really like that system, but you know, some games have done it okay. Are you gonna need to warm yourself in the fire when it's too cold? What type of survival elements will Light No Fire have? Number 7 is servers. Are there gonna be servers, or is it gonna be one world where everybody's in, and they're just gonna use some sort of phase technology to where, you know, just in case everybody's in the same spot, you know? Is it gonna be? Are the servers, if there is servers, are they going to be capped? Or are the phases going to be capped? How many capped? Or is it just going to be more of an extended co-op kind of deal? Number 8 is the lore of the world. I know it says it's a brand new unexplored Earth or world. Does it have lore? There are bunnies that look like NPCs, so... you know, is there lore behind that? Does the world itself, like this right here, a ruined city, you know, is there lore behind that? There's there lore you're going to be able to find out, or just make up your own kind of deal, you know? Number 9 is non-combat activities. I can imagine that at least one of the non-combat activities we're going to have is crafting, right? But what about like taming? What about like other activities? You know, activities you can do with your friends. You know, playing cards or whatever, and something like that. You know, any non-combat activities we're gonna have. And the last one, number 10, is a ballpark release date or an announcement on whether or not they're gonna have early access. Now this one, I'm not expecting them to say anything until they're 100% ready. And that's cool, you know. But, you know, I know that the release date is probably not going to happen. But it would be nice to know how far along they are. If they announced it at the tail end of 2023, and it had 5 years in development, it is now a year later, a little bit over a year later. So that means it has at least 6 years in development. I know they're a small team and all, but I mean they've already put in some time into it, and the trailer looks very good. It looks very good. It looks very complete. It looks very finished. But of course, we don't know what's under the hood, right? It's like a car. It looks really nice outside, and everything's empty inside. We don't know. Maybe the combat is not 100% done yet, or exploration, you know, or the systems for progression, or I don't know, crafting. But I would just like to know, you know, how long they are, how far along they are, and that's it. Those are 10 things that I would like to know more about. Hopefully we'll get a trailer soon, maybe in the summer. I've seen some videos that say that the game, they need to release it this year. Honestly, I don't see why they would need to. I haven't seen anything that says that they're going to, or that they have to. They don't have to do anything. But I know that a lot of people have said, oh, it's got to release this year. Well, I don't know. They don't have to do anything. You know, there's nothing that I have found that has told me that they're hinting at they were hinting at last year's release or this year's release. There's nothing that tells me that. So I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for Worlds Part 2 to drop, and then they're gonna start working more on this, since they're kind of backwards compatible, updating No Man's Sky when using tech for this game. But you know, learning more would be nice. Just a 2-minute trailer would just fuel so much more hype for this game, more than we already have. But yeah, I just want to make a quick video And that's it. Thank you for watching. And leave comments down below with any of your opinions. Thanks. Bye-bye.